gonna have to go cat, I guess. Alright. Let's try and move the cat, then we can actually start. Move it over there. Over there. That's fine. Alright. Now we should wait for Troy. Yes, give me a second, I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start in a few seconds here. Assuming... I think we're ready, more or less. Okay.
On YouTube, Nerd on the Internet said today's plastic model was generously provided by Troy Simahowski.
From YouTube, Nerd on the Internet said today's plastic model was generously provided by Troy Simahowski.
Okay. I guess we can start. So, what I would even put the plastic model in question that we're going to build today? Well, it's going to be dramatic. Alright, so let me just make sure everything's up the thing. Yeah, close enough. Alright, so today we're building this thing. This is crayfish, crawfish? Crayfish. Was it crawfish? Well, it's a river lobster, or giant shrimp. Shrimp with pincers. Yeah, it's a crayfish, basically a freshwater crustacean that kids tend to fish out of waterways in Japan during the summer. That's one of the activities, at least used to be back in the old days. Yeah, so we're building this thing. This is a nice model kit provided to us by Troy Simahowski, who very generously sent this to me. Yeah, you can send me stuff, apparently. Wait, what is that? 242. What 242? Oh, I forgot to put the product code. But oh well. Yeah, it's not exactly a, well, it's kind of a gag model kit, or gag line of model kits. Essentially, someone started with they did like a crayfish model. There's a bunch of different like bugs and creatures that it did model kits of, and then someone started like, hey, let's just put colors of I don't know if there's a Gundam one. There might be, but let's start putting colors of, well, let's theme them as Evangelion models. So there's been like the regular, like purple, green, blue, like Unit 01. There's a Unit 02 which is red. You can see here that they insist on, yeah, we have the colors right. EVA 02 green, EVA 02 orange, EVA 02 red. We got those trademark colors. We do get like claws, antennas, and shrimping movement here. We got some nice, that's a nice little render of these here stickers. Like on the box itself, it's like kind of shiny. It's very nice. Yeah, with the stickers of said thing. So yeah, it's a crayfish. Dimensions of the assemble thing here, it's quite large. 230 millimeters. That's 23 centimeters. 114.6. That's kind of a large thing. I guess it's life size.
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said, "Hey yo."
Hey Troy, we're just getting started, and thank you for sending this over. Really appreciate it. So we got, I think, Misato here. Apparently she's gonna help us. She's gonna give us like instructions on how to build this. Again, you can kind of see her face over here, like little commentary. I doubt it's in English, although we do have a bit of English here. Glue, blah blah. I'm guessing it's the same thing.
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said about to be leaving work law.
Ah, well, don't drive and watch. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna like, it's gonna take me like a couple hours to build this anyway, so you're gonna be here for like the bigger part of it. Yeah, it's kind of like an impromptu stream that I'm doing today, because I got this today. Troy sent it. It actually arrived Monday at my PO box, and post office took its sweet time to send it to me, to my house. So.
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said, "Gonna listen on my drive home, not watch, haha."
Yeah, don't crash. I don't want to respond to that. But yeah, so yeah, thanks to Troy for sending us this over, sending this thing over. Really appreciate it. This is Asuka's red lobster. Not red lobster. It's a crawfish or crayfish. I think crawfish is a different species also. I don't know my river crustaceans very well. So it's a kit by Fujimi, in which I built like vehicle kits of Fujimi before, motorcycle kits. They're decent quality. The thing about this box, it feels like a Bandai box, but it's not Bandai, because like the level of like artwork and stuff on the box, I feel like this is a Bandai box essentially, but now it's Fujimi, so I haven't opened it yet, so hopefully there's nothing weird in here. So you have your Evangelion sticker on the side here, and there's a nice holographic thing, so it's like, well, kind of. So you have like genuine, officially licensed Evangelion product here. Oh yeah, this is the official crayfish of Evangelion. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is. Oh, it says easy to remove parts. So I'm guessing we don't need nippers. Glue, paint, not. Oh, I guess we might need glue. Must be purchased separately. Illustration not to scale. May contain small parts. Sharp. Okay, yeah. But it says easy to remove parts. But I'm guessing you do still need nippers for this. It says manufactured in Shizuoka, Japan. Shizuoka, All right. Let's line these up a bit. Oops, come on. There about. Cat is doing her thing over there. This is Zaku. Alright. Oh. Let me just put that somewhere over here. Okay. Well, it is different from a Bandai box. Bandai doesn't use staples with the boxes. Fujimi does, because I guess they're a bit more old school like that. Interesting. So we have a little leaflet here with, I guess, the lineup. Is this the? Okay, there's multiple. There's been like, this is a series of kits like with insects like beetles, crayfish, other kind of like the Kabuto beetle, variations of like the beetles that are used for like you see them in anime sometimes. Like kids will use them to like fight against other beetles. Yeah, praying mantis, dragonfly. So these are there's like more than 20 of these. It says on the box 242, but I don't think this is number 242 in the series. That would be pretty insane. Is there a number for this? I don't think so. It just says 242, so maybe that means there's been 241 of these before, and probably more than these because this is a kit from 2021, I believe. And we have like our sticker here, sheet of stickers, one of the foil stickers here with some markings, the EVA 2 marking here, a few details here. I'm guessing these are the eyes. Oh, those go on the tails probably. These might be the eyes, or not. No wait, the eyes are green. The eyes are EVA-02 green. Instruction sheet. Nice little. Have some, I guess, explanation on what is Evangelion and what is Unit 02 of Evangelion, who's the pilot, I guess, Asuka, and also some explanation here about what are crayfish, their habitat, mating habits, dreams and aspirations, those sorts of details. Got a nice little picture of a crayfish, a live one. So yeah, I mean, sadly all the instructions are in Japanese, and some of these I'm gonna have to like translate those. All the like tips and tricks that Misato is giving us are in Japanese. Actually, most of the things are in Japanese. I was kind of hoping you would have like some translation. Wait, are these the eyes? Possibly. There's like pseudo eyes, or it could be breathing holes. Caution, it says. Yeah, so usual scroll style instruction sheet here. Both sides, the color. Well, that's some luxury right there. Some luxurious instructions here because both sides are printed in color. Very organic shapes. Of course, this isn't a mecha, but given that, well, insects and crustaceans are basically mechas. They have like rigid shapes with articulations, so technically a mecha. It does seem like wait a minute, something. It does seem that the legs aren't articulated. They're individual legs, but they're not. The joints on the legs aren't articulated separately. But yeah. Alright, so let me just get the parts out. This is like nice. Alright. Crinkling of plastic. Interestingly, all the parts are wrapped in a bigger bag. Let me just mute this for a second. It's gonna get loud. There we go. Open the bigger bag. We have a bunch of smaller bags. Like these are very small runners that we have here. What is this weird ass shape? Oh, it's bent. Okay, we do have poly caps. And some of these bags, staples. That means I'm gonna try to open this. Yeah, that's the thing about, well, I haven't built that many Fujimi kits, but I feel like one of their thing is like, it's like more, like staples means like This is more hand packaged. There's people in the factory who put these all together. Well, same thing for Bandai, but I guess it's a more automated thing compared to this. I should probably double check that we have all the parts. The same Bandai. Maybe usually. It's very rarely missing a whole runner. I mean, it hasn't happened to me yet, but I have missed a part before, so P. Yep. This is... The staples are a bit annoying though. It's harder to open. So we have runners E times 2, yes, or not C, right? Maybe not. E parts times 2, it should be. Why telling me it's time? B and E. Oh, D and E. Oh, they're mirrored, they're not the same. Because yeah, the left and right claw are going to be mirrored, they're not exactly the same thing. So D and E, okay. E, okay. Yeah, the staples are... I'm assuming you have to remove those when you recycle them, if you're going to recycle the bags. Unless you put them in the trash and it goes on landfill, so... Okay. What is this one? R. Yep. Let me just mark those off. So... K, R, P. I'm just marking off the runners that we have. Yeah, gonna have to like remove. Oh, I don't know. Maybe they have machines for those. CF or GF. You have some translucent parts, I guess, for the underside. Let's just put all the file over here. We have very organic, very detailed parts on this thing. And no missing parts. It says easy to remove parts, but I guess all the gates seem quite small. Antennae with well, feelers, I guess, not the antennae. Shoot. The head here with a bunch of holes for the various attachments. Well, organs, I guess. Very bumpy. Very nicely. Like, I don't think, yeah, you don't need to paint this. It looks like. I mean, you could. You could, like, probably make it look a bit more organic. But it looks pretty good on, like, the color scheme. It seems like we won't need any kind of thing here. So, H. Where is he? H and J. Oops, that was...
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said, I didn't know there was a Z-Got with the colors of EVA 2. Hello, by the way.
Hey Marcel, how you doing? Yeah, we're building, Troy sent me this one, this EVA-02. Well, Char's Gawk would be red. But this is like a very red. Very, very red. It's the EVA-02 colors, eh? So B and C. Oh, we did get A. And that was L. Just like I'm marking out all the parts to control. So we do have M. Stickers, okay. And finally, assuming you get this out. No. Ah, let me see. There's C in red and C in white. Not sure why. Do we get to build different options or what? Or is it like, does it need to be segments that are... Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the... Wait, it is the same. Interesting. We'll see. Okay, we got all the parts out. Let's build this thing. Alright. Gonna start... Step 1. I don't know what. Well, we're doing this, just gonna say step 1. Step 1. Yeah, Misato here explaining us stuff about the head of a crayfish. That the crayfish has like an internal part made of P7 and P. P7, P8. I get this. Oops. I'll light this up a bit. I should move that out of the way. There we go. Tiny cat cam. Alright. Got all my tools. Alright. So we start with step 1. We take, I guess you would just like wiggle those parts off. It does seem kind of, it's kind of similar to the SD type gates, which are rounded, but this one's kind of not too bad. Let's see, am I gonna need pre-drilling for this one? Probably. Hopefully it's still metric. Yep. Okay.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said they finally announced the Ingram.
Yeah, I managed to get a pre-order at the last minute. I don't know if it's gonna... I might get like back ordered or something. Like, I pre-ordered, but like it's gonna be... They're not gonna have enough, I feel like. That has happened before. With Bandai kits. Like... Well, when I tried to pre-order it, for one thing, the pre-orders were like hidden away. When I finally found them... Oops, that's not it. Do I need glue for this? It doesn't seem like... It doesn't say... I don't think you need glue for this. Yeah. Probably not. We'll be fine. If not, I'll just have a little bit of glue. But yeah, the Ingram, like, I got it pre-ordered, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna get it, like, on time. Because I did pre-order, like, the G Fred from G-Cubes. And a bunch of other stuff like that. Like, what's it called? Machu, the Figurize kit for G-Cubes. I pre-ordered those, like, ages ago. But, yeah, it just didn't... Does it stick? Oh, it doesn't. I'm gonna add some cement to this thing. Where's the shave? Oops, that's too much. There's a cat hair on this. Cat hair even in the plastic cement. Okay. Well, not really cat hair, I don't know what it is.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said, now, I just need to save money.
Yeah. Well, at least you don't have tariffs. I hope not. I'm just making sure this thing doesn't fall apart. This is the head, the brains of the crayfish. Now we need R8. R8. These look like polycaps. They're just slightly flexible. Not as polycapish as you'd think. Well, I guess I didn't really have to glue this together because the various parts that we put on there will probably help hold the pins together. The pins are like split in two, so it should, yeah, it should like kind of help it. Oh, yeah, I guess we don't really need glue for this. I don't think this will stick. Plastic cement. So we take R11. Well, even if I don't get it this round, it's probably gonna be, what the hell? Oh, I guess I don't, this is not related to the kit. I have a red wire and a blue wire. I'm just playing around. I thought it was part of the kit, but no. Alright. So, can this be sanded? Oops, what the? That's a lot of dust. Let me just get the dust out of there. Plastic is very dusty, I guess, very crumbly. Alright, so we also need N. This appears to be N. At least the parts are very recognizable so far. It's gonna be easy to like spot them from a distance. You don't need to worry too much. Yeah, the plastic is a bit crumbly. Just a little bit crumbly. Not too crumbly. That'll be a problem. Oh yeah, these are kits that I hesitate to buy myself. Because I'm like, this is just like a gag kit. But it seems fun. And like, should I really? There's like other stuff I want. Need to like prioritize. So N13 or 11 onto this thing here. There we go. Goes in all the way, not overdo it. We don't want to crack stuff. Alright. And then we take the head, which is just head. There's only one part of that runner, so it's runner A. Yeah, easy to recognize parts. Carefully. Sand this down a bit. Nice thing about kind of organic shapes is that nubs and stuff that you don't clean up fully kind of blend in. It's like, well, organic defects are not that bad. Oh, I probably should have. Oh, let me see. So we should have put this one last. So put this on first. Or not. Okay, never mind. Actually, no. that was correct. And it's upside down. That would do it. Upside down. The narrow part is up there. I was about to like break something here. And here, there we go. So these are the sockets for the leg, and nice fit. Are the underside of Crayfish black? The skit seems to suggest that they are. Now, step 2. Yeah, like we're talking about the Ingram. Yeah, it is kind of expensive for a real grade. It better be like a bunch of accessories with this thing. It's not like a, because I feel like the more the real grades get modern, the like simpler they become. They get simplified to make it easier to build. Hopefully there's a ton of accessories in this one.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said, I found model kits of airplanes and tanks in a small board game shop. So I finally have something other than gunplay.
Nice. Yeah. Planes and stuff is gonna... What? Come on. Cat comes to visit. Okay, this one is in a weird spot. Don't get it. Right in the camera.
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said, just order the Fat Cat models.
The upscaled real grades ones. Well, the cat is currently preventing us from progressing. And try and move the cat over there. And she just really wants to get in the camera. Oh, come on. We're stuck. Yeah. Okay, let's give her a box. Over here. I should have an owl. an outline around the fonts over there. I don't know if I can do that. A chat blurb. Let me just move it a little bit. So over here. Yeah, I should be right. That should work. Alright, yeah, let's keep going. Although now we have cat hair. I need to do something about that. Someday, figure it out. They have like, what's it called? Like white room type things. Kind of like they just suck up all the particles in a space. So you can like kind of white room style conditions. Maybe I should do that. But it's probably gonna be noisy if I had one of those. So one of these, B10 and 11. Try not to blunt out bumps.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said, what were you saying?
Oh, what was I saying? I gave the cat a box. Aside from that, yeah, there's cat hair everywhere. What else was I saying? There's like white room type. There's like stuff where there's like a setup that basically there's a fan or some kind of like vacuum pump, which just like sucks all the dust out of a space. So maybe it'll work in cat hair, but I don't know if it's gonna be too noisy, or if we get instantly clogged with cat hair. What was I talking about? The fat cat models, I guess. The layered pieces of armor here. Of course, well, sadly the head doesn't move. Like it doesn't have a piece of articulation to like move the head like a little bit. I don't know if it's something we can we? Hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think we can modify that unless we kind of like cut this, but then this is not gonna work unless this is fixed if I cut it here. And sorry, I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way to like add some articulation to the head here. It might be doable. Basically, it would be like rotate around this. That's like, that's a bit much. That would be the axle, but I don't think it's like very, very precise cuts are needed here. So let me just pre-roll this thing. This is 4mm, no 3.5. Yep, 3.5. That's very slight pre-drill. Where's my number 3 though? No, there it is. I need to make a video about like shrinkflation of drill bits. How the drill bit size have slightly decreased, which is pretty insane. Crayfish fed head in progress here. So we need 1, 2. What the? What? No, whole sticker here. 1, 2. Okay. It's gonna be like that, eh? I don't know if this is. These seem to. How is that even gonna work? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to build this to make it look as much as it's supposed to, I guess. Normally, I mean, it's gonna be difficult to like paint this, I guess, because we do have complex shape on here. Oops, come on, get like. line that up as much as we can, try to get it to kind of go a little bit over the edge. But this needs to, like, I'm assuming anyway, it's gonna have to like merge all together. Yep, that's gonna be a bit weird. And this is foil sticker, so it will kind of deform to, if you rub it down a bit, it will deform to match the shape underneath. So that's what we're doing, hopefully. That's not a mistake. Let's keep, I need to add number 2. I don't really like these stickers that you have like wraparound shapes, but we're gonna do this one. How far? Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Oops. Doesn't line up perfectly, but oh well. I might need to add a bit of, if I have paint for this, probably. Kind of a bright. Yeah, very bumpy organic shapes under here. Yeah, that makes it not line up at all. Well, it lines up on one side, which makes me think I messed up somehow. Oops. Okay. Well, let's try to cover up our mistakes. I feel like I have enough. I have the right. Probably not. Let's see. Oops. I'm looking around for it. Too orange. Maybe. That's a new thing. Fresh thing. Might not work with doing this live. Well, I've had this for a while, I haven't used it, so who knows if it's completely dry on the inside. Now let's shake this. Give it a few pumps. Will come out eventually. I hope it hasn't dried out already. Oh, there we go. These are oil-based, probably not the best idea. Maybe I can reduce this a bit. Nudging. Yeah, no. Well, no, it's already like messed up on this side. Basically, these stickers aren't the best idea. Would have been better. I don't think, yeah, this thing doesn't have, yeah, it didn't have like indents on here. Hello, Fazbear XYZ. How are you? Oh, there you go. Let's not mess with this too much. Why the dots? What's the matter? What's traumatizing you here? I can't help you if you don't use your words. Too orange, probably. Just the tiniest. Amount here, just two. I'm basically masking those tiny imperfections. That's a master. Well, okay. Never mind then. I'm probably wasting too much time on this headpiece sphere. Oh well. Like, yeah, they should have like added actual physical bumps for the eyes here. If those aren't even eyes, I don't think those are eyes. But physical bumps there to like actually so you could actually have some kind of point of reference to paint it, so you don't have to use stickers for this part. Alright, so step 2. Kind of took a while. Step 3. Step 3 is just the eyes. We need B. 4 and 3. Carefully remove. There's not much nub, but still. Maybe I'm too used to okay, so oops. There's a certain orientation to this thing, so it should kind of point forward a bit. Like so. We should have taken note on which one goes where. There's no indication like which one is left, which one is right, aside from the numbering. And let's just scrape. Actually, There we go. That's better. There we go. We still have a cat. Now the green eyes. Eva-02 green trademarked color scheme, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But they're making a fuss out of it. Which one was 1? Which one was 2? I have no clue. This might be actually more difficult than... Wait, hold on. Does it fit? I guess they're different the different shapes. They have different shapes, so you can't mess up which one goes where. Me trying to mess it up, but you can't. Alright, so let's try to carve this little nub out so it fits snugly in the eye socket. Scrape. Again, this fine kit was provided to us by our friend Troy Simahowski. If you can join our Discord and kinda, if you want to send me stuff to build, we can talk about it there. Or subscribe. Well, although I think the Discord part is really for... Well, YouTube used to have kind of a direct message system, but I think they took it out at some point. Yeah, you can join the Discord, our fine community of, well, people, I think. Misato with the tips here. A bit late. Already figured that one out myself. Step 4. Step 4 is feelers with feeling with B5, 5, 7, 6, 8. Let's do 5, 7 first, and then we'll do 6 and 8. Q3. I'm being careful with this one. Unusually so. You can't really, I mean, you could bend the feelers a bit, it looks a bit flexible. The ring's probably, yeah, it's a little flexy. And some of these are actually undergate, kinda. No, this is, it's a little R here. Yep, Misato says the same thing here. She points out there's a little R and a little L. Yeah, so I can get both. Is there an R on this one? Yep, there's an R. A little R here. Kinda, see it? Yeah. So we can get everything. Okay, whatever. We already have these here, so... which way? I think this is important. Oh, it does move. Okay, so we hold like so, like that. Okay. Yeah, the feelers move a bit. So, oh, undergate. Easy to remove parts, it said, but there are undergates. That's not easy. Well, I guess it kind of behaves like undergates. It doesn't tell you that those are undergates, unless Misato's telling us that those are undergates, but since we can't read Japanese, we're just guessing. And get in there. There we go. We got feelers that put that on the right side. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Wait, did I do this right? It's supposed to go outwards or go inwards? Like some pictures, so this shows outwards. Okay, it does go outwards. Guess I mounted it wrong. Okay, it's supposed to go outwards. Never mind that. I'm trying to separate this without damaging the. It's a very tight fit, though. Where's even the seam on this thing? That's gonna be a problem. There we go. I'm probably gonna mess up the left one too. Put it on wrong. Let's do. Okay, now I put this on, like, there's no... Oh, no, that was step 6. I'm just gonna do this already, because otherwise, I'm not gonna know which one is left and right. I guess, yeah, the feelers go out. Okay. That's some food. This one doesn't. Yeah, these one don't say, but you're gonna have to guess. Yes. One goes Q1, Q2. I don't know which one. Q1 goes. This one. It's like opposite, I guess. I'm gonna have to look at. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the. No, wait, that's right. That is right. Another. So. Pops in there. I hope that's right. How does it go like that? I suppose. Yeah. Well, they move. And wiggle, so... This is B 6 and 8. This is all actually step 6. Let me put all the eyes and things on there, but you'll probably end up being lost. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now, step 5. Step 5 is and free. Also B1, B2. There's no indication here. Oh, which one is left and right? So B2 goes on to this side. This way, I guess. Mandibles of some sort. Well. Money. Well, it seems solid enough, so I don't think the cat's gonna be able to destroy it. Which way does that even go? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at... Oh, okay. There's a diagram here, so okay. There's a diagram here showing you how it's supposed to go. Alright, so B2. That's B1. What did I get out of here? This is B2.
From Twitch, Scarecrow8285 said it's a putty tat, eyes grinning.
Now the cat. Hello, by the way. How you doing?
From Twitch, Scarecrow8285 said Tiny.
upside down. What am I doing? Okay, that's where he goes. Well, maybe I shouldn't have put the whiskers on first. I'm having some trouble with this. Okay.
From Twitch, Scarecrow8285 said, didn't know you were gonna have a guest star today.
Oh, the cat is always here. Most of the build streams I do now, the cat just comes along. What the hell is this thing?
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said this thing is looking pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I wish you build it yourself now. Well, thank you for sending it over again. Oh, there we go. There's like a weird... Oops. There's a weird little thing here, which I'm guessing is to make sure it sticks in there, but it's like making it very hard to... little like... thing sticking out that... Oops. No. Off frame. My bad. I was saying, there's like a little thing in here that's preventing the those parts from going in B1 and B2. Well, it's not. I guess it's meant to like keep it in there, like a little, like make it tighter, but it's like preventing it from going in altogether. See if you can get this one in there. Without knocking everything off. Yeah, it looks like I am going to knock a few things off. Just to remove this. Try this again. This is a very busy face. There we go. I need a stick. Or stick when needed. Let's try pushing that in there. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work either. I'm just damaging the thing right now. Let's remove this one. I'm gonna have to put it back in. There we go. I guess, yeah, you're supposed to pop this one out, push that in all the way, and got a bit bent. Point. Yeah, the sticker is getting a bit weird. It's getting ruffled. The seam here. As I keep hitting against it. Okay, which one was left, which one was right? I have no clue. I'm assuming this one's right. Looks kind of wrong. Okay, I'm going to assume it goes here. Close enough. Nope. I think I got both of these wrong. Yeah, I think this one's upside down. Okay, I'm just gonna build it the way I feel it should go. Because I don't think this is. Swap this around. Am I in frame? Hopefully I'm in frame. I don't know if I'm in frame. Just flip that over. Okay, now we got more wiggle space for our crawfish antenna, crayfish. Where'd the eye go? Put the eye back on there. Try to, anyway. There we go. We got ourselves a head of a shrimp. That was step 6, actually. Oh, wait, no. We're still on step 5. We need N5, N6, N3. Let's do N3 and 5 first. What the heck is this? Let's do N3 and 5. Which, according to the diagram, should be on the... what side is that? Left side of the creature? Hold it upside down like this, and 3 goes up there. That's the mandibles kind of thing. Then more mandibles. Things like crabs are weird. They're like holdovers from like the Cambrian era or something. Not so like wiggly things everywhere. And we eat these. They're basically bugs, sea bugs. We eat those. There's a thing like, well, apparently if you have shrimp allergy, you have cockroach allergy. Which means basically, yeah, shrimp are cockroaches of the sea. Shellfish. Not shellfish. Shrimp allergy looks different from shellfish. I don't know. Basically, yeah, if you have a shrimp allergy, you have you're allergic to cockroaches too. The more you know. Well, because yeah, basically, people say that cockroaches taste like shrimp, so that's how that's the method I propose for like classifying animals. Not all that weird Latin bullshit.
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said, "So glad I'm not allergic to shellfish."
Yeah, because there's a fair amount of cockroach in coffee. Yeah, if you like drinking coffee, you're grateful you're not allergic to cockroaches. Oh yeah, we shouldn't like classify animals by some weird like family or whatever weird Latin, Greek, weird ass word they use. It should be by how they taste. Taste like chicken, chicken family. Taste like shrimp. It's all crabs. There we go. It's not all black, you can't really tell, but like, that's some nice little detail here.
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said shrimps is bugs and so is crayfish. I'll gladly eat them both.
Yeah, it would be like a solution to like, there's places in the world where, did I assemble this thing where I keep, well, I guess it should lie again. I'm gonna have to swap those out again. Okay, fine. I should have just like, oh. But basically, yeah, like there's places in the world where they eat bugs, because you need some source of protein. So yeah, eat your bugs. they actually treat the bugs like they give the bugs to the children because it's higher in nutrients, and the kids need the nutrients to grow. And I did it wrong again. Yeah, I'm not following the instructions on this one. Okay, so I'm gonna use whichever part goes wherever.
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said, I definitely made money from making bets as a Boy Scout at camp to eat grubs out of a log, and they weren't nearly as bad as you'd think.
You don't say. Well, if you play Monster Hunter World, well, Monster Hunter, there's bugs you eat out in the wild. But yeah, like it's an actual. I feel like this is a real solution to like food. If there's food shortages, you should think about like. Even if it's just like processed to the point that it doesn't really look like bugs anymore, but it's a source of protein. I think that would be fine. If I like grew bugs as a source of okay, there we go. It's kind of lined up more naturally now.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said MMN tasty.
Yeah, there's people who like what's it called? They like do weird challenges as usual because they don't have anything better to do, like eating like popsicles with like scorpions in it and stuff. That's not the point. The point is, what's the point anyway? I don't know. Point is, like, oh, grasshoppers in Japan. Well, this place isn't like, well, actually, where I come from, there was like some villages who, where they had bees. There's a thing with bees. It was a local delicacy, I guess. I probably shouldn't be eating bees though. I have a wasp problem though in my I need to take care of. I've been like a vent in my house on the outside. I started building one in there. Wasp nest. Okay, there we go. That's step 6 actually. No, step 5 and step 6. Also step 6. So crayfish head. That took longer than expected because I probably lined these up wrong because they're probably supposed to be swapped. But I kind of like this alignment better. It's probably not. I'm gonna check again at the end. Like, there's probably some more pictures I can take a look at and figure that out. So more tips from Misato here. There's seems to be like a left and right. The next thing, step 7. Caution, it says. Caution. Something, something, something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we don't need this yet. Wait, do we need this? No, we don't.
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said that looks right, TBH.
Yeah. This weird. It definitely. It's a cockroach thing. Rose antennas. If this was black and approaching you on screen, it's a cockroach. But no, it's a. What are Evas anyway? Angels? Oh. Not mechas. What are they? I forget. There's a specific term for them. G. Because the left and right are different, so step 7. The claw. The claw moves. They're not suits. There's something else. R9. Or is it R6? 5, 6. Okay, this is R9. Times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why don't you get a thing? Oh, they have different. Wait a minute. What? That's just one claw. What about the other claw? Well, we'll see when we get there. Tells me to use all the things. I'm gonna use all the things unless we have like another one hiding somewhere. I don't think so. Just trying not to lose these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so G. Oh, okay. Let's do this one first. I see. It's both at the same time. Okay, so each of them get free. Need 3 of these. That's why. Okay. Yeah, they said easy to remove parts, but those are technically undergates that we have here. Yep. Very small undergates, but undergates nonetheless. Yep, undergates. Okay, so that goes in there. This. More on the gates. Okay, that's probably a better technique to take care of these. Or not. No. I guess it wouldn't hurt. No, this is gonna be hidden anyway, so it should be fine. Alright, so then we need E 4 and 3 and just this whole thing. I'm doing this side first, I'm doing the other side next. There's no point in risking mixing those up. Kind of weird placement here on those gates. Careful not to damage the bumps on the the creature. Alright, so then I did nothing. Maybe I should. Yeah, not sure that's gonna do much. Alright, let's just keep going. So, you take this thing, which looks kind of golden in the picture, metallic even, but like that. That doesn't seem right. This way, I guess. Yep, that way. Another R9. And the other side of the shell. So as we connect, we'll just shave the undergates wherever they might be. Like so. The same problem here. Well, similar problem, I guess. The ball doesn't fully close. That's okay, I guess. Alright, and then we take another R9. What? Oh. Like so. Well, actually, trim off this excess. Nope. Well. And just trimming a little bit extra here because it's not fitting in there. Like that. And that goes. Okay, so this way. This one goes there. Sure, we get all the undergates. Before or after, I guess it doesn't matter, but just get all of them. Not pre-drilling those because, yeah, it does need to be a kind of a tight fit. Finally, try not to damage details. Probably did. Anyway. Alright, so we hold it like so. This angle. That way. Spike your one goes on the outside or inside? Looks like the outside. Oh no, that looks like the inside. And this is like so. No, wait, even then. Okay, anyway, we got one side done. And there's a weird gate over here. Oh no, actually. Yeah, eventually need to come back and kind of tighten those a bit. Glue them all as needed. Oh, one. Let's do the other one. No, step 7 and 8. Let's say that. Right. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to get the, like on the very bumpy parts, it's difficult to get the parts out because the bump's gonna get in the way. Like here, for example, it's right on the bump. Is left and right. Does it say left and right? I don't think. Didn't say left or right. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. Or over there. That's the whatever this is. I should learn some basic kanji at some point. Like left and right at least. So F4 and F3. Probably trim a very slight slice off this to make it fit better, I guess. Hopefully that doesn't affect it too negatively. Probably should have. Just melting some of these. I mean, you're not really gonna see it. Anyway. And then another. Because I feel these fit a bit too tight. Okay, so that one goes there. This thing goes other way. I don't even have to do like a crab form for this one. It's already a crab. Well, they're not crabs. Shrimp aren't crabs, but they're crab-like. Or crab shrimp-like. All living things anyway. Not fit. Except here, I guess. That's okay. We'll come back some other day. Alright, so then last of these. Slice a little bit off the top so it fits in there. Doesn't quite fit. And actually, first let's find and remove nubs. Okay, so we're holding this thing like this, probably. I forget. There we go. Nope. Use the cat for a second there. Oh, I guess she's leaving. Or just staying right there. There's... Okay. Oops. So... Kind of messed up this one. Well. Just try and gently scrape. Well, okay. I'm back to that now. That's what I thought. Oh. Now I lost track of what I was doing. I think that's correct.
From YouTube, Troy Simahoski said, LOL cats are so funny.
Indeed they are. That's like trying to get one thing done. Like, that's when... Yeah, it's so cute to like get involved, I guess. And there she goes again. I don't think I'm any frame. Well, close enough. I'm gonna have to like turn the page somehow. Okay. And now this is spiky. Very, very sharp spikes everywhere. So be careful how you're pressing this thing together. There we go. We got ourselves another claw, fully articulated claw here. Until we can move the cat. Well, the box was sacrificed as a peace offering. Okay, so that was 7 and 8. Step 9. Oh, step 9 is... That's gonna be interesting. It's the tail part. I think like this is actually way more... Okay. Alright, let's just try to carry on. I doesn't get too excited. Okay, step 9. We need C1 white. So I feel like we're skipping. We don't need, do we need C2? So we need C1 white. So basically, instead of, we have duplicates. Or do we? C2 white. C3. Okay, C4, C5, C6. But why give us all of these then? Are they extras? I guess. Yeah, why the hell do we have this whole runner? We're just gonna use one part out of this. Okay, so let's start this. 1. And L1 as well as R. They're all different sizes. R1. This is quite a bit more complicated. You'd think like, oh, this is just like some gag model kit. No, this is detailed. Alright, so L1. And this is symmetrical. Nope, it is not symmetrical. Oh, it is symmetrical. No, it's not even this way. It only fits a certain way. There we go. But this is translucent, so you're going to see inside.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said so, that Bandai has a reason to charge you more for the model kit.
What, this thing? This isn't Bandai.
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said probably cheaper to just remold the whole runner in white than to make a new die with just one part.
Oh, I think maybe a bit of delay on the video. Yeah, it's like yeah, we only use.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said, oh.
I don't know. Sometimes there's lag. I don't know. But like, yeah, we only use like just this one white part. You could, I guess, optionally. Oh, I can understand what you guys mean. Cheaper to just like because we only need like one part white because this is Evangelion colors, so you're gonna have like one different part, and therefore why bother making like a special mold just for that one little part? Just inject the whole thing. That's one. Now 9A, actually let's do that, 9B, oops, B. 9B is C2 white. Yeah, so basically just for this one part to give you a whole runner. And
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said, well, so Fujimi kit charges you more.
yep. So many weird on the gates. They're not on the. They don't say they're on the gates, but they're clearly behaving like on the gates. All right, so we need R2. Oh, hello. Why do you never?
From Twitch, 16x81d said howdy.
16 times a second. How you doing? We're making a crayfish today. Well, it's a crawfish with a W. I feel they're like different species. You also have a cat. Spin up to no good. Make sure we get all the things. Alright, which way do you go?
From Twitch, 16x81d said a cruel crawdad's thesis.
Cruel crawdad. Oh, what? I don't get it. Crayfish? How is it a cruel crawdad? Evil? No. Oh! Evangelion. Cruel angel. Right.
From Twitch, 16x81d said the EVA opening is titled A Cruel Angel's Thesis.
Yeah, I just got it. I just remembered it. Why crawdad though? So that 9B. Step 9C.
From Twitch, 16x81d said LUL.
Guess Shinji's dad, maybe? That's a weird fella. I wonder what the whole point of that was. I don't remember, honestly. I read the Evangelion manga in the 90s. I had like watched like half the episodes, I think, of the anime. I didn't finish either, so. And then recently they're like, oh, there's like version 0.1 plus something, you're not asleep. You're having a lucid nightmare dream. I don't know. Bunch of weird variations in movies. Oh, these days. I'll get back to it. We just build the model kits because I like how they look. I feel like the original anime didn't have all the people involved. I need to check like the watch order or read order and try again. Oh yeah, I think there's one. Isn't there like a movie or OVA that says try again? Retry, or I forget. Okay, so that goes in here. This is 9C. Move on to 9D. We don't need this anymore at all. This whole run or just one little piece. Although you could do like an, well, you can't. A whole fully white tail, maybe? I could. 4 C4 red L4 and R4. What are you doing, cat? Now I can't move. I'm trapped. Got the claws out. Where's R4? Okay, so that goes here after we clear out some nubs. How long have we been here? Hey, 2 hours. Not too bad. I think we might be able to finish it in 3 hours. Well, not 3 hours from now, but another hour, I think. Unless the cat wakes up and goes on a rampage. So pop that in there. Probably should push that in all the way. And close. Right. Nope, wrong way. There we go. That's D9E. 9E is C red 5. L5. Don't move. Okay, cool. That was a lot of circling. Sorry about the box, Troy. I don't know if you... Maybe you don't like cats, who knows. But... Well, I don't know. I prefer dogs or something like that. But yeah, the cat. This is... The box is... The cat has taken over the box now, so... And not giving it back. Well, might eventually, but... It's cat-shaped now. R5. That's a complicated looking tail. I'm looking at step 10 here. There we go. 9F. Notches. C red 6. R6. It's nice how all the numbers just conveniently match. I think they planned it this way. Finally, L6. That's all that. to get those without stabbing myself. I still haven't used most of the stickers. Who knows how that's gonna end up. Let's see now. Nope. Oh, it does have a little number on it. Oh, so you... Oh, I could have just... There's a little number on each of them. Is there? Yeah. Oh, now I noticed this. There's a little number inside. So, could have just nipped all of them. Well, you have the option to nip all of them off and just... You'll still be able to, like, figure out which one is which. Too late now. Well, I imagine there's probably some alternate timeline when I noticed that. Tried to nip everything off all at once. Failed miserably. Alright, that's all of these. Step 10. We do the tail. We C8. Red and C7. Oops, that's all tangled up. I imagine the regular one just goes with a single runner. They do have like a regular crayfish, crawfish, crayfish, whatever. I need to look it up if I'm done. I should have looked it up before. There's a difference between crayfish and crawfish. If somebody knows. Crayfish with a Y, crawfish with a W. They're probably the same thing. Alright, so 11. 11. Really? Come on. Okay. Alright, so P6. Or is it P9? Oh, it's P6. P6. And R10 times 2. Put those, I should just clean this up a little bit. And then you put these on the sides. Like so. That goes in there. And then you need K1, K2. Is there a left and right? Oh, there is. There's a tiny, tiny letter. Tiny, tiny letter printed on this little thing that says R here and the little one that says L. And it's the same with all the other parts. Yeah, this tiny little letter is RL. So we need all of these. Or not, we just need tail bits there. So 1, 2 shorter ones and then larger ones. Okay, so we'll need R7 times 4. Well, the rest of them, I guess. Very small polycaps. Try not to let those roll away. And that's all the polycaps. So those go on here. Or we try to at least. Press those in. This one says no clue. Let's look at the other one then. This one says R. So put that on the right side. This one on the left side. This one missing on the right side. Oh, yeah. There's a tiny, barely visible letter. That looks like a left. Individual little fins there. Although I'm guessing these are supposed to be... This would be red or some other color, or different. Well, live... I don't think live crayfish are red. Dead ones are. Cooked ones are. Live ones would be a different color, I imagine. Again, we should like fit like creatures that turn red when you cook them. Basically, you should classify animals based on how you eat them. That makes perfect sense. As we were talking about earlier. There we go. Shrimp and cockroaches apparently taste the same. Or rather, the thing is, if you have a shrimp allergy, you also have a cockroach allergy. Some people here are freaking out because there's an allowed percentage of cockroaches, well, cockroach parts in your coffee grounds. FDA have approved levels of cockroaches. I don't know these days anymore, but it's still, there's like a cockroach content inspector somewhere. Probably got furloughed at some point. And let's get that out there. It would probably look better if painted, but we're gonna do this the hard way. And it doesn't even match. Look at that. The orange, well, the kind of orange, and this clear yellow bit. I guess it kind of doesn't match on camera, but in person there's a difference. This one's darker. Yeah. But okay, fine. We'll allow it. It says to put 12. Again, would have been better if we had some kind of indication, because this is basically, they just took the default Crayfish model they had and just recolored it. And I'm guessing charged Troy there a little extra for them. Those bastards. You have no heart. Could have remolded it a little bit. Added some like depressions or some kind of something on the plastic itself, so we know where the things are supposed to go, instead to just kind of have to eat it. No, that's not the right word. Oh, it is. I don't know words anymore. Those are suspicious looking things. And that is... Oops. Step 10. Alright, step 10. Done. Oops. Let me move those a bit. Where does this one go? C6. Alright, step 11. We need P1, P2, P3, P4. Is there a difference? No. Luckily we do have these little numbers on the back there, so you can just nip the whole thing off and you'll still be able to find your way. But they are in kind of a weird shape. All the gates are kind of maybe you just wiggle those off. Yeah. Wait, if you wiggle them off, you don't get leftover nubs like these. Or twist them off, rather. This is P4. No, wait. P5. What is P6? That's 6 or a 5? That's a 5. P5 goes into E. Where's the letter? No, this is 5. Okay, there's a 5 here, so I guess. Yep. Goes in there. Oops. Well, I'll get in there at some point. And it's falling apart. Good, of course. One thing I guess should glue these two halves together so it doesn't separate as easily. And then F. No, wait, wrong side. Ah. Maybe that's why. Or maybe not. Yep. These separate rather easily. So I guess I'm gonna do that, I guess. Hopefully won't have to separate these anytime soon. Just a dot of cement. Oops. Let's knock that over. So this is 4. Yeah, so it does need a little bit of glue. This one says tree. Look at that. This one also says tree, so there we go. This is nice. I wish, like, there's a bunch of, there's usually, like, well, I guess they do that these days because the Jukes one I remember had a fully articulated thing. Alright, 2. Basically, segmented pieces should be segmented. It's like each separate segment here. This is number 2. With the only white part of the tail. There we go. And then finally, 1 Two. This one. Which way does that go? This way. The bumpier part goes that way. And oops, it's skipping. Oh, is that even right? Oh, like that doesn't look right. I guess. Okay. So we got that on there. Now we do some stickers real quick. 6. So basically follow the same direction here. 6 goes there. Probably should have done that before I put those on. Seven. To some extent. Yeah, it's not super accurate. Yep. It's actually quite inaccurate. That will make it work. On the sides, we have here 2. Fly suddenly. I guess it is summer approaching. Hey there.
From YouTube, at Darian Mendez 2080 said subscribing mostly for the cat, but also because at Troy Simahosky is the homie.
Hello, any friend of Troy's, welcome. How you doing? Thanks for the sub. Yeah, the cat is. Every time I build something, the cat has to get involved. Oh, now she's sleepy. No, better not wake her up. Or she will try to help. I'm trying to line this up somehow. I don't think that's... That kind of works, I guess. Just deform that sticker so it matches. Yeah, welcome. I said that already, right? Yeah. Hope you enjoy. Well, not much is happening. We're just building this crayfish. I don't know if it's crawfish for W or crayfish for the Y. I feel like crawfish is a American thing. Crayfish may be a British thing. Oh, the reverse, I don't know. And there's lots of bumps on there. It's lined up nice. Wait, that's it? Okay, that's it. Let's pop this back on. There you have it. Crawfish tail, crayfish. Well, tail of the thing. I think I'm lined up. Nice. Finally, this piece back there, and nothing exploded. Okay. Guy on there. Look at that. Suspicious looking thing. It's aligned okay. I hope. Kinda. Yeah, it's alright. It's organic. I'd say that. It's very organic. Actually, let me zoom out a little bit. There you go. Let's calibrate. That was step 10. No, 11. Step 12. Misato is trying to tell us something, but we have no idea what she's saying. Probably important, but oh well. K3 over here. K3 and 4. It does say that there's a little letter on the ball joint there that tells you which one is which. Okay. 12. This one says left. Oh, that's the right one. Why so many squiggly things. Yeah, it's like a holdover from like Cambrian era or something. 10, 11, 12. No, wait. And where does and 10 and 11 and 12 there's no. Oh, there are. Oh, wait, I see. Is there any indication? There is none. Maybe Misato was telling us to be careful. Don't be a hero. Because there's no indication of where each thing goes. So just do one side at a time. Just do one at a time, I guess. Because I don't see any letters or anything on this. Alright, so N7. Like the... Oh yeah, it's a ship, right? What's his face, a ship? Normandy. They're trying a bit hard, I feel, with that thing. Like, World War II. Like some Blaskowitz, PJ Blaskowitz looking guy as the main character. Are they Nazis? I don't know. Mass Effect. I guess the Combine, was it? Not the Combine. Whatever they were. Combine is the ones in Half-Life 2. I guess Half-Life. Maybe not. Stupid Gabe doesn't want to do Half-Life 3. Although I think like somebody released the story for Half-Life 3 where they changed the names a little bit. Someone who like worked at Valve for a while. Well, I think wrote the stories. So basically, I guess fans could make it if they wanted. And push those in there. Where's the stick? Little wriggly things like that.
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said the stickers have some weird placements on this kit, but they don't look as bad as I thought they would.
Yeah, you just have to be careful when you place them. I like the comments are kind of delayed for some reason. Live chat. Sometimes YouTube delays the comments for no reason. Well, moderation, I guess, but we don't need that here. So this is 10. 10 goes up there. You basically just put them in the order, one at a time. Don't hurry with this one, because you're gonna confuse. Don't break, hopefully. There we go. Some weird looking things there. And 11. There we go. How are we doing for time? 2:45 minutes. No, almost 3 hours since we started. Not too bad, look at that. That's a very shrimpy looking shrimp. Now, step 30 is basically the final step. Yeah. Step 13. Which is everything else. This one does say left and right, so let's just get everything. That's weird, but oh well. Just getting rid of some empty runners here. Not well, most of the runners are very small. Alright. Does it say left and right? Yes, it does. Except this is okay. So J. Oh, we don't. It doesn't say 1, 2, 3, 4, does it? No, it does not. It just says left and right. Alright, so let's just do that one at a time, as usual. Oh, and step 13 now. Just did upload a date. Right. Step 13, which is the final step. Where we take parts from everywhere and just put it all together. Doesn't nothing say it says this is part 1? Nope. Okay. Where's the body? Oh, there it is. Yep. Pop that in. There. I'll try. Doesn't wanna. Oh, wait. No? Hold on. Oh, that's for the... Okay, wrong thing. There. The spikier bits on the inside, so this is actually this one. It's basically assembly part. Yeah, well, we're not gonna... There we go. Very impressive. Well, we spoiled the big reveal, but whatever. So, also H1 here. Is it one? Yeah. The problem, well, this one is like, this isn't a humanoid. This isn't a Gundam. So you don't really recognize, like, oh, this is a left foot, this is a right foot, this is a thigh, this is a thing. Unless, I guess, you're a crayfish specialist of some sort. Right. Ow, that's stabby. It's covered in like very sharp. Well, it's very sharp. Covered like in sharp. This one is like covered in sharp things everywhere. Just like spiky things. I guess you don't really need like well, it would be nice, but that would be like a bit too much. Like like one extra thing on articulation here. But I guess you don't really see like crayfish like standing up. Oh, this one's kind of ow. What the f? Yeah. This one's kind of loose. But yeah, stupid ass sharp things here. That's bound to happen at least once. This one claw is a bit dangly. Let's keep going. At least the legs are smooth. There we go. Covered in spikes. There's probably complaints from the PTA or something in Japan. We're like, how dare you sell these death traps to small children who just want some crayfish. This is like a nice pattern forming here. I can probably put this in already. Well, we'll put it last as a finishing touch and probably cause it to explode because the tail is like lots of different segments that are very loosely. The sockets are kind of small. I don't know how well that's gonna hold. What the hell? Something just popped. Oh, another one. Not bad, eh? Nice and shiny. Now the last leg, literally, and I guess figuratively. Alright, last piece. Alright, look at that. You got yourself some nice xenomorph. Oh, wait a minute. What about all these? Here you go. Oh, we'll figure it out in a second. And final assembly. Drum roll. Well, or not. And hopefully it won't explode, because it looks like it might explode. There we go. It didn't explode. What is that even? What is this even for? Hopefully it's not some... Look at that. Isn't this nice? Curls up nicely underneath. It goes like that. That's some seriously nice articulation. It's a bit fragile, but you can basically wiggle your way around. How far up can you go? Off, yeah, it is off the ground a bit. You push it all down. This one's a bit gimped. I'll do something about that. Look at the crayfish. There's probably a step here. Yep. Why would I want to do that? Okay, so apparently these here things are for the tips of the thing. And what is that? Evangelion 02 production. What do I do with this? Oh, what the? Do I put that on? That's a weird thing to do. Is that even... Well, we have a... I don't see that on there. Nope. It says we're supposed to put these pennant type things on the arms. And what does this go? On the side cheeks. Okay, fine. Have it your way. Final touches there. Another thing I'm gonna do is we're supposed to like wrap all these individual things on the tips of the feet there. I don't think I can do that, honestly. Who in their right mind would do that such a thing? I ask. Oh, it's a rhetorical. Nobody would. What's that? Well, a bit janky here. Got the thing tangled. There you go. Crayfish. Let's see. Some kind of gray. Metallic gray, maybe? Let's put it upside down for a second. While I paint this. Let me see if silver works. Yeah, we're just gonna do silver. Way easier than trying to wrap all those individual stickers around these weird shapes. Although I'm kind of messing it up a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. Okay, maybe a lot. Okay, we got silver claws. Let it dry for a second. I do have a clear coat. Paintbrush is a bit far away. Hopefully that'll be fine. Let it dry and I'll apply some clear coat on this thing later on. That's a dead crayfish. I guess I should put these. I'll just put these. Those are like basically technically markings. Okay, hold on. Does that thing even have those? I don't see them anywhere. It's like they do it on purpose to hide these things. Because I don't see them on any. Not really visible, is it? Yeah, it's not visible on any illustration on the box or the instructions, but it says to do it, so I'll just do it, I guess. I'll probably have to move the cat. Get the lint roller or something reusable. Follow the cat here. It's on the smoothest side, and of course this thing is covered. Cat here. That's some weird sticker to have. I feel like this shouldn't even be here. I need to convince the cat to leave. It's very approximate placement. I don't think it's matching on the other side. Honestly, I might remove those. I'm not, well, basically. They don't really fit. It's a weird sign. Random label on the thing. Okay, so you go there, you go there. And there we go. We got ourselves a nice crawfish. Silver doesn't seem to be wearing off, that's fine. Nice. There you go. Well.
From YouTube, Troy Simahoski said, hell yeah. Looks epic. Great detail, honestly.
Yeah, it was really, like, the tail is really impressive. It's like fully articulated tail. You can do it like a shrimpy thing here, which I guess they do sometimes. You can't actually, well, I guess if you do have a little bit of motion with the legs, but not a huge lot. Yes, cat. There's one little issue here, but this thing is a bit loose. I probably trimmed that totally cap a bit too much. You can probably fix that later. Otherwise, yeah. Okay, you go back there. Alright, so review and conclusion time. So we built the Fujimi. I wonder if, like, I feel like Asuka or some other company also does those. They're trying to convince us to use a Q-tip and a toothpick to, like, put these things on. I don't think so. I feel like Asuka or some of them, maybe Aoshima, also does these bug ones. I do have a Hercules beetle. Might have been some other brand, I can't remember. At any rate, that's not one to do. I'll just clear up this thing a bit. Put this away. We do have our leftover. Yeah, basically this whole runner just for one piece. We should substitute the white part here. At least it didn't like give us a sticker and say just cover the entire part with a sticker, which they could have done, honestly. If it was perfectly lined, the sticker that perfectly lined up with the whole thing, that might have worked. With all the like details already on there, that could have been doable. Which lined up perfectly. That would have been fine, I suppose. But yeah, there you go. The Crawfish Evangelion Production Model 02. What else? Yeah, well, it's a crawfish. I don't know what else to say. It's very it has lots of details. Sadly, I mean, even though it is the head section and the thorax, I guess thorax section, there are different parts. The head doesn't like move. They could have done that. I feel like could have put a hinge in here, just like slight little bit of movement. And yeah, you have like lots of like small details, like mandibles, more mandibles, feelers, more feelers, eyes, globular eyes, not faceted but globular. Yeah, very nice details. Little like proto legs, I don't know what they're called. Those weird things here that I don't know why you have extras of. What are you doing with those? Do you even need those? I don't think you need those. There's like a... whatever those called. Like... throwback or something. But yeah, it's like... you have this fully articulated tail that can like stretch out, curl underneath, while keeping more or less the appearance of... without like showing too many of the inner works. It looks like a crayfish, except red and with markings that say Evangelion production 02, Eva-02 production, crayfish mode. I just keep saying crawfish. The pincers actually open and close and like have fairly decent range of motion here. You can go quite wide, quite in, like so. Do some like precision work if need be with your pincers and your feelers while feeling things. I need to fix this ball joint, which is a bit too loose. But otherwise, like this is nice. This is definitely like if you... I mean, it's kind of a gag kit, the same way as like, well, can you call this a crossover? I don't know. Maybe it is a crossover kit. Usually crawfish have the tails out there. I think like when it's like, I don't know when it's doing something else, I guess it would have the tail curled up. Is it when it's dead? I don't know. Like a reflex or something. When it's cooked. But yeah, crawfish. The kit was very generously donated by Troy Timahowski. Round of applause for Troy. And yeah, thank you for providing the model kit for today. Yeah, if anybody else wants to do that, you can join us on Discord and we can talk about it. We do accept model kits, and pretty much that's it. Nothing else. No food, no other weird stuff. Just if you want me to build something, could be even like a remote control vehicle or anything, something that to build or something to do, I guess. There's like all sorts of like weird hobby things you can build. If you have it lying around, you don't really have any use for it, instead of giving it to Goodwill or something, just chuck it my way. Very nice kit. I hesitated to buy this for a very long time. I was like, eh. It's a rare lobster. I don't know. Like, I saw like the Evangelion one, the Eva-01 colors. Well, like the purple looks a bit weird, but the red one kind of makes sense. Although at the same time, it doesn't make sense because it's a cooked version of it. Yeah, the stickers are well, they're not too bad. I don't know how to review this. It doesn't have like the usual humanoid features that you would see on a Gundam or some other mobile suit. So I guess, nice tail. Yeah, lots of articulation in the tails, like you can fan out the tail like that. Curl it up. Yeah, we saw that already. Twist it to some extent. That's a fully segmented tail here. Sadly, you don't have the same segments on the legs. It's just like fixed. Could have used. I guess like it wouldn't make sense because if you added articulation, it wouldn't like support the weight of the body. Although like the legs don't really go down much, do they? You have those little feeler things on the bottom, like all the way around. You talk them with mandible, claws, feelers, eyes. Yeah, basically it's a crawfish. I'm gonna stop here. Yeah. I'll leave it here. At this. Crawfish. Well, Evangelion... Well, Evan-02 production... Well, Evangelion production model 02. Not the prototype. Production model. They've ironed out all the kinks. And... Yep. Oops. Sorry. It's a bit loud. Yeah. We'll see what it does. There's probably some stuff I misassembled on this. Probably the feelers are swapped around, but yeah. You basically have to be careful when you assemble this, like not to get too greedy. Although lots of the parts do have left-right indications. So we're not completely lost. But anyway, crawfish done. Thank you all for watching, I guess. And yeah, how long did it take? A little over 3 hours. Not too bad. It's basically high grade level, but with extra detail on the. They put extra effort on the tail, yes. And I guess the pincers also have more detail than you would expect. More level of articulations. And the feelers, and well, generally a very detailed kit. I don't really have much to say, like, it's a crawfish, what do you want to say? I'm impressed by it, but it's a crawfish. Crayfish. I keep saying crawfish. Yeah. Very grateful to Troy for sending this over. Alright, I'm gonna stop rambling. Troy, any closing words, I guess? If none, I'm gonna end here. Oh, low to the ground though.
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said, stoked to see you build this. Its detail is great.
Yeah, thank you. I thank you for like sending it over again. Yeah, alright. Well, that's it for today, guys. So, I'm gonna go get something to eat, probably brush my teeth, go to sleep. And, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. I don't know if I'm gonna do one. I may do one this weekend, too. Maybe something simple. If I have the time. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it Friday. Which is tomorrow. Oh wait, it's today. Yeah.
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said, thanks again, pushing back the stream a half hour too.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, yeah, I figured you'd be like, I noticed that you were kind of hopping on kind of towards the end, so I figured like
From YouTube, Troy Simahosky said, have a good night.
Alright, you too. Have a good night, and see you guys next time. Good day, good morning, whatever you guys are in your time zones, and yeah. Thanks for watching. See you later. Crawfish. Well, crayfish. I'm gonna go look it up what the difference is. It's probably gonna end up being the same thing. Anyway, bye for now.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said bye and good night. From YouTube, Nerd on the Internet said okay. Crawfish and crayfish are different. They look damn near the same.